A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. I seek refuge with Allah Almighty from Satan, the rejected one. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Muhammadin wa ala alihi wasallam. Inshallah, today we will study 39th Ruku of Surah Al-Baqarah. However, first of all, let's recall what we studied in the previous Ruku. As far as gaining respect and honor by accumulating wealth is concerned, it is self-deception, which no one can deny. Number 2, usury is strictly prohibited, as it involves exploitation of the people and accumulation of wealth in few hands. Number 3, anything which has a share for everyone that prospers, and anything which remains confined that perishes. Number 4, it is the establishment of system of zakah and salah, which can ensure establishment of a welfare-oriented society, wherein everyone has equal opportunity to prosper, and the rights of everyone are protected. Let's start our today's session by praying from Allah Almighty that He grants us true understanding of the Holy Quran by the grace of Nabi Pak Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Surah Al-Baqarah, Ruku number 39, and that is from verses 282 to 283. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, O you who believe. إِذَا تَدَايَنْتُمْ بِدَيْنٍ إِلَىٰ أَجَلٍ مُسَمًّى فَاكْتُبُوهُ. When you transact each other by debt for a specified term, then write it. فَلْيَكْتُبْ بَيْنَكُمْ كَاتِبٌ بِالْعَدْلِ. And let it be written between you by a scribe in justice. وَلَا يَابَ كَاتِبٌ أَن يَكْتُبَ كَمَا عَلَّمَهُ اللَّهُ فَلْيَكْتُبْ. And a scribe shall not refuse to write as Allah has taught him. So let him write. The first underlined word, tadhayantum. You contact each other, you deal with each other. Bidainin, any debt or any loan. Ajal musamma, a fixed term. La yaktub, let write. Bil adl, in fairness, in justice. Yaba, reject, refuse. Now we have already studied that usury is strictly prohibited. Human beings shall help the fellow humans in a dignified manner. And this help may be in the shape of lending or borrowing. Now, verse 282 of Surah Al-Baqarah comprises about 128 words, and this is the largest verse of the Holy Quran. In this, Allah Almighty has given us guidance on the matters of borrowing and lending, which can be summarized as 11 points. The first point, this matter should be written with its specified time frame. Number 2, it's more appropriate that a person who has the knowledge of such matter shall write it, and he shall benefit the people with the knowledge Allah has given him. The verse continues, وَالْجُمْلِ الَّذِي عَلَيْهِ الْحَقُّ. And let dictate on whom is the right. وَلْيَتَّقِ اللَّهَ رَبَّهُ وَلَا يَبْخَسْ مِنْهُ شَيْئًا. Let him be mindful of Allah, His Lord, and not diminish from it anything. فَإِنْ كَانَ الَّذِي عَلَيْهِ الْحَقُّ سَفِيهًا أَوْ ضَعِيفًا. Then, if the one on him is right is of limited understanding, or he is weak, أَوْلَا يَسْتَطِيعُ أَنْ يُمِلَّ هُوَ فَلْيُمْلِلْ وَلِيُّهُ بِالْعَدْلِ. Are not able to dictate himself, so let dictate his guardian in justice. The first underlined word, للجملة, let transcript, let give notation. يبخس, reduce, lessen from due right. Safihan, mentally deficient or incapable. Zaifan, weak, old aged. Waliju, his guardian. Now, the number 3 point, which we can conclude from this part of the verse, is that let the borrower give notation. It's important for both the one giving the notation and the scribe to keep in mind the divine laws. Number 4, if the borrower is of less understanding or very weak or incapable of giving dictation for any reason, then in this case, his guardian should give notation on his behalf with justice. The verse continues, Vastashhedu shahidaini min rijalikum, and have evidence of 2 witnesses from your men. Fa'illam yakuna rajulaini, and if there are not 2 men, farajulun vamratane mimman tarzona min shuhadai, then a man and 2 women of whom you agree of witness. Antazilla edohuma, so that if one of them errs, fatuzakkira edahuma al-ukhra, then she is reminded by the other one. The first underlined word, astashhidu, call for evidence or arrange evidence. Rijalikum, your men. Maratan, women. Tarzona, you agree. Ashohadai, who witness. Tazilla, errors. Edahuma, one of them. And the last underlined word, al-ukhra, next to her. Now the number 5 point in this case is that in these matters of lending and borrowing, 2 men are must as witness. Now in case 2 men are not available, there can be 1 man or 2 women of whom both parties agree as witness. The reason for having 2 women is that if one of them makes an error, other can remind her. Verse continues, وَلَا يَابَ الشُّهَدَاءُ إِذَا مَا, and shouldn't refuse the witnesses when they are called upon. وَلَا تَسَمُوا أَن تَكْتُبُوهُ صَغِيرًا أَوْ كَبِيرًا إِلَىٰ أَجَلِهِ, and not be wary that you write, small or large, for its term. ذَلِكُمْ أَقْسَطُ عِنْدَ اللَّهِ وَأَقْوَمُ لِلشَّهَادَةِ, this is more just near Allah Almighty and more upright for evidence. وَأَدْنَا Allah tartabu, and more likely that you don't have any doubt. The first underlined phrase is a madu, when they are called. Tasamu, be tired. Sagiran, small. Kabiran, a large or big. Aksato, more just. Tartabu, you fall in doubt. The number 6 point regarding borrowing and lending is, or giving a loan, is that whenever witnesses are called, they shouldn't refuse. Number 7, irrespective of the deal being small or big, there should be no laxity in writing it down, along with its time frame as mutually agreed upon. Number 8, writing down a deal of loan and arranging witnesses is more upright for evidence and a better way to dispel doubts, as witnesses may forget some details, while written document would act as a concrete evidence. Verse continues, إِلَّا أَن تَكُونَ تِجَارَةً حَاضِرَةً تُدِيرُونَهَا بَيْنَكُمْ, except that it's a transaction on spot which you carry out among yourselves. فَلَيْسَ عَلَيْكُمْ جُنَاحٌ أَلَّا تَكْتُبُوهَا, then no blame on you if you don't write it. وَأَشْهِدُوا إِذَا تَبَايَعْتُمْ, and take witnesses when you conclude a deal. وَلَا يُضَاءَ كَاتِبٌ وَلَا شَهِيدٌ. And not scribe be harmed, and nor the witnesses. The first underlying word, hazira, present. Tudirunaha, you carry out in routine. Tabajatum, commercial contract or commercial dealing. Yuza be damaged, maltreated. The point number 9 is that when you make a transaction on spot, there is no harm if matter is not written. However, in case of commercial contracts and deals which invariably involve some time frame, witnesses be arranged and details of the deal shall be written down as documented evidence. Number 10, scribe and witnesses should not be harmed in any way by any party, as it would be a violation of divine law. The verse continues, وَإِن تَفْعَلُوا فَإِنَّهُ فَسُوقٌ بِكُمْ. And if you do that, then indeed it is a defiant disobedience by you. وَاتَّقُوا, and be mindful of Allah Almighty. وَيُعَلِّمُكُمُ اللَّهُ, and Allah teaches you. وَبِكُلِّ شَيْءٍ عَلِيمٌ, and Allah is all-knowing everything. Fusuk, wickedness. يُعَلِّمُكُم, teaches you. The last point which is mentioned in this verse is, harming or teasing scribe and witnesses is a defiant disobedience and a sinful act. We shall remain mindful of divine laws in all matters. And may Allah Almighty save us from such like acts. We shall be grateful to Allah Almighty that He has given us knowledge of these matters. And their obedience will result in promoting goodness in the society. Allah Almighty alone has complete knowledge of each and everything, every matter, every intention, and every action of us. وَإِن كُنْتُمْ عَلَى سَفَرٍ, and if you are on a journey, وَلَمْ تَجِدُوا كَاتِبًا فَرِحَانٌ مَقْبُوزًا, and don't find a scribe, then a pledge through indemnity. فَإِنْ آمَنَ بَعْضُكُمْ بَعْضًا فَلْيُؤَدِّ الَّذِي اؤْتُمِنَ أَمَانَتَهُ. So if entrust one of you another one, then let discharge the one who is entrusted his trust. وَلْيَتَّقِ اللَّهَ رَبَّهُ, and let he be mindful of Allah, his Lord. The first underlined word, farihan, then pledge. Makbuza, in hand, and occupation. Amena, entrusts. Falyuad, so let pay off. Now this verse presents us another situation about lending and borrowing. Number one, if you're traveling and you can't find a scribe, to keep something from the borrower as indemnity. Number two, in case of person who has been trusted and nothing has been kept from him as indemnity, he must uphold his trust and remain mindful of divine laws. The verse continues, وَلَا تَكْتَمُوا الشَّهَادَةَ, and don't conceal evidence. وَمَن يَكْتُمْهَا فَإِنَّهُ آثِمٌ قَلْبُهُ, and whoever conceals it, then indeed his heart is sinful. وَاللَّهُ بِمَا تَعْمَلُونَ عَلِيمٌ, and Allah of what you do is all-knowing. The only underlined word, asimun, sinful. The number 3 point which is given in this verse is that witnesses of the deal are required in this case as well. Number 4, evidence is not to be concealed. The heart of the one who does this is sinful, and development capabilities of his self are weakened. One should always bear in mind there is nothing hidden from Allah Almighty. He knows everything, what we do, what we intend, and whatever we are looking for. A brief summary of the Ruku we have just concluded. Fellow human beings may be helped by giving them loan, irrespective of the size of deal. Details of lending or borrowing shall be written down by a scribe, along with a time frame agreed upon by both the parties. Borrower shall give notation. However, if it's not possible for him, his nominated guardian shall do that. Witnesses shall be arranged as per law of Sharia, and they shall not refuse to come whenever called upon. A writing deal of a loan and witnesses is more upright for evidence and a better way to dispel doubts. In case of trading, if transaction is on spot, it may not be written. However, in case of commercial contracts and commercial deals, witnesses be arranged and details of the deal be written as documented evidence. While traveling, if no scribe is available, something be kept from borrower as indemnity. In case a person trusted, he shall uphold this trust and remain mindful of divine laws. Evidence is not to be concealed. Anyone doing so has a sinful heart. May Allah Almighty grant us true understanding of the Holy Quran, and may we act upon it according to the pattern of Allah's beloved Prophet Nabi Pak Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Sadaqallahul Aliyyul Azim. Allah spoke truth. The exalted, the great. Sallallahu ta'ala ala habibihi Muhammadin wa alihi wasallam.